Today's April 23rd, 2019, and this is episode 112 of PlaneSavers. Well, everybody, we are now outside. The plane is out of the hangar, and we were lucky enough to have the hangar, but now we are back to the great outdoors. This is the third time of me doing the morning entrance because this GoPro audio thing has failed on me, and it's actually giving me some trouble, but so I got a new one installed. So this is like my third time asking Bobby how he's doing. Hey, Bobby.
For the third time, I've installed the toilet door so you guys have somewhere to go on the way to Red Deer.
So right, Bobby's been working hard on the door. Thank you, Bobby.
Stuck in the toilet.
You got a big fan club online now,
do
eh?
I, eh?
So everyone's waiting for you to start your YouTube channel.
As soon as I'm done here with these fellas there, I'm going to start that up.
Here's the thing. Number one thing is Bobby needs a name. Yeah. So what would you call Bobby? He's got a tutor, and his name's Bobby. But you want to be kind of generic because you don't want to be stuck just on tutors. So there you go. Maybe something creative. Maybe something coming out of the comments. That's how we found PlaneSavers.
Let's see what happens.
PlaneSavers was an amalgamation of about 3 different things.
Oh yeah.
There was planes, there was saving, and then there was ERS.
ERS, that's from Middle Earth somewhere, right? What?
So that's all good. So again, folks, it's kind of windy out today. It's a pretty good day. I set up some time lapses this morning. I already shot Ronnie cleaning the props. Of course, the audio didn't work, so my brother called in, and I was talking to him today because I spent all my morning at the UPS store shipping out stuff and then tracing stuff, talking with AvGeeks. So the tail parts are on their way to Red Deer. We're going to build them in the Red Deer facility with our expert metal man Mark. He's going to hopefully get those up going for us. And yeah, I've mentioned look at the clouds out there. I'm not a cloud expert, but I'm pretty sure that means it's very high winds, like high speed winds and high altitude winds. But let me know in the comments. I don't know for sure. So there is our girl. We actually have flipped it out this side, so nose facing the runway, as it would be a lot easier for the avionics people to get to the nose, because the wings are so long. You would have to drive around the grass, and if the grass gets wet, it's a little bit of a hazard. But yeah, it's all looking good. Stella's and the crew have been working really hard on the paint. We still haven't decided what the whole paint thing's going to be right now. As you know, whatever we do isn't finalized. We're coming down to a time crunch here, folks. So the original paint scheme, if you've seen any of the previous pictures, was very, very similar to our DC-3 CUE, which was white with the red stripe, and that was the Transport Canada, or Department of Transportation, what it was called back then. That was their paint scheme. The silver and the white and the spray painted windows were all done for the movie, which is a long story. I don't know too much about it, but maybe one of these days we can do a history of the airplane while it was sitting. And oh, gotta grab the door. There's the air stair door. We are still working to get that all trimmed in. Some of the pins didn't line up perfectly, but we got the proper bolts and the mounts. Everything is being cleaned up, and yeah, we still got the window trims. All the seals have been changed in the windows. Everything looks good. We got our office, which is the new PlaneSavers studio, and yeah, so we gotta flip those wings around, and we are doing pretty good. So we'll catch up with you later, folks, as the day goes on. We'll give you an update on what everybody's working on. What's happening over here?
Having a ball painting.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Just giving a new life to build this interior.
So we got a new volunteer. What's your name and where are you from?
I'm David. I'm from Quebec. I work at Reno, and in my time off, I like to come and give a hand.
Well, thanks.
Which is great. I left home because I didn't want to paint a room. Guess what?
Well, folks, today's again our first day outside. It's kind of a parts waiting day again, and that's kind of the hidden theme of today's episode is all the parts. The avionics is waiting for the switches. Bobby's waiting for rivets. We don't even have the proper hardware to install the window trim in yet, as it is we're waiting to get stuff on. So thank God it's a nice day, but the rain does say the rain's coming, so it's a good day to get some of the painting done. Yeah, so it's all fine. We got Stella and Ronnie, I think, have snuck off to get some supplies.
Hello again. I'm just waiting around for some parts, and in the meantime, you guys want to go watch a video, we have PlaneSavers BC for you, all the way out west. Bye for now.
Well, good day, Mikey and PlaneSavers friends. This is a special edition of PlaneSavers BC edition. Welcome to beautiful British Columbia. It's a little bit gray here today, but I'm at Texada Island, Gillies Bay. It's we've got our Piper Cherokee here, which is 1964 edition, so not quite as vintage as some of the DC-3s and such, but it's still just a little bit older than I am and flies beautifully. It's actually got a brand new Lycoming in the front end, so pretty happy about that. It's a really nice plane to fly, and there's not a lot else here at Gillies Bay. Pretty quiet. They do have a fine fly-in July, and some pretty skookum vintage planes come out for that. Old Fairchilds and stuff like that, so that'd be pretty cool to come out and see that one of those days. But love what you're doing, Mikey, with the DC-3. Following every day, so can't wait to get home and on the ground, and then I'll be tuning in to watch the next episode. Bye for now.
I've been busy getting the list together, all the parts, all the stuff, all the rivets, and everything we need right now, which isn't very cinematic, but we're lucky enough that a lot of people have been sending us videos, so I want to shoot a video off, shoot you guys off to Rhode Island in the USA. Send us a video of PlaneSavers Rhode Island, so check this out.
This is PlaneSavers Rhode Island edition. Hi Mikey and everyone in PlaneSavers Nation, my name's Ian. Behind me is my father's 1974 Cessna 150 Aerobat. He taught me how to fly on that as soon as my feet could reach the rudder pedals when I was 8 years old. I've since gone and gotten my own pilot's license back in 2009, I think. Anyway, so I've been flying since then. This is awaiting a paint job and a new interior. Nothing majorly wrong with it. It was in pretty good shape, just needed to be restored a bit. So the wings and tail surfaces are in the garage here, waiting their turn amongst all the other projects my father likes to keep himself busy with. I also was given by one of my high school friends. He'd started building a Sonics for himself. He was in the Air Force, and he ended up injuring himself and he wasn't able to finish the project. So he has about 80% finished, and I will be picking that up at some point shortly to bring home and sift through and continue the building process and hopefully get it finished for him. I also, for myself, I am a big fan of World War I aviation, so I have some plans that I purchased that eventually I'm hoping I'll be able to build myself a replica of a Sopwith triplane and a Hanrio HD-1, but that's a very long-term plan and project. So anyway, just wanted to greet everyone in the nation and keep those planes going. You're doing a wonderful job with DTD, and I can't wait to see it break the ground. We'll see you later. Bye.
So what's going on?
I'm getting the tail white. I'm making it white, hopefully.
Okay, I came out into the field to show you guys A little bit, because some people don't know how this airplane looked before it was parked. And this livery right here is identical to what it looked like for the DOT, Department of Transport, which is like Transport Canada now. So we have, this is exactly what DTD looked like, which was the exact same as DTH, DTB, CUE, and DOT, all within the same family. DTH, DTB, of course, are in Red Deer. DOT is now Dougie, the yellow DC-3 with a smile on it. And CUE is the same, but with the green stripe, and it's in Yellowknife right now. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. Bobby, what's the update?
It's the home and garden show today. We're remodeling. Toilet doors, seats, carpets, vacuuming, cleaning. Oh man. And the floors are crooked. Who designed this thing? I keep rolling downwards. It's horrible. DC-4 is straight, right?
Yeah, so a lot of cosmetic stuff going on today. Stella's starting to paint. As you hardcore fans know, we're going to get this thing flying for D-Day, June 6th. But June 6th, at D-Day, there actually is a big event going on over in Europe, more importantly Normandy, where D-Day took place. Unfortunately, we won't be able to make it, but we've got a solution, folks. I'd like to introduce you to the FZ-668 to Normandy crew, where they're going to be taking a piece of our aircraft and something I've made custom along for the trip and film it. So even though we can't go, we can go digitally and you guys can come too. So I'm super excited. Check this out.
Hey, Mikey and the PlaneSavers family. I'm David Metters. This is Stop 1, taking the spirit of FZ-668 back to Normandy for the 6th of June.
I'm on the east side of Tinker Air Force Base in Oklahoma City. The large red brick building, now known as Building 3001, was built in 1942 as a Douglas aircraft assembly plant. This plant produced over 5,300 C-47s, ceasing C-47 production in August 1945. Our C-47 was completed here in January 1944. She was assigned Douglas serial number 12253, becoming FZ-668 when she joined the Royal Air Force in Montreal on the 4th of February. The FZ-668 to Normandy team will take a part from the airplane, along with a C-47 model sporting a Mikey custom paint scheme to Normandy. We will follow World War II ferry routes through Newfoundland, Greenland, Iceland, Scotland, and England, ultimately arriving in France to a much more hospitable welcome than FZ-668 received upon our first arrival over France. We look forward to sharing the adventure with the PlaneSavers family. Items from this journey will be auctioned to support the project, so start saving now.
So isn't that cool, folks? We're still developing the idea, but it's going to be, Oh, folks, isn't that cool? We're still developing the idea, but a piece of FZ-668 is going to be flown over to Normandy, and we're going to film it. So cool. Watch for more updates. Very cool thing to do. We are still plugging away. Lots of painting, lots of doing. Bobby and Ronnie are discussing. Well, once they see the camera, they run. But Stella's just about to start painting. The evasion stripes start right here, so she's going to paint the tail white. We haven't made plans quite yet on the evasion stripes.
Oh, I have a plan. You want to hear the plan?
Sure.
So I'm gonna, obviously I need to make a base, because otherwise, look at this. This is the original transport color. This is actually silver graffiti under silver paint. So we need a white base just like here. Then we fix the flag, we fix the stripe up there. Subplane enhancing the audio. And what we're gonna do is, once we have the base of 2 to 2.5, 3 layers, we're gonna start the invasion stripes right on top, together actually, with the black surroundings and frames for the emergency exits.
Sounds good. Oh, Ronnie, how's it going?
All right.
Great update from Ronnie. Great update. Ronnie's working on the oil coolers right now. Bobby's ran away from me. Folks, it's just one of those days.
Bobby, run!
It's just one of those days, folks. Oh, we got the guys over on this side.
Yeah.
You graduated.
Yeah. After painting, we're unpainting.
Finally touching an airplane.
Right on. Whew. So yeah, so a couple of the students already stopped by. They're in school. Boo! No, I was joking. Yeah, so they're actually learning. But and look at this. This is, we could see some of the original graffiti underneath the paint, and that's why it was painted, because it was spray painted with some graffiti. So Stella's running the paint crew.
So whoever did those graffitis, please don't do it again. It's not good behavior, and it doesn't only hurt the plane, it also hurts history. Thanks.
So that's it, folks. We still don't know what we're going to paint it. Again, painting to me is very something cosmetic, because we still got to get the airplane ready to go. Again, the metal parts are on the way. Avionics is held up by some switches. Aviol's been amazing. I've been in contact with Pascal, who's actually at a trade show right now, and he takes my calls anytime I email, text anything, boom, on the go. We're got everything on order. Should be pretty good. So yeah, today was kind of one of those days, folks. So I'm committed to making sure that you guys have daily updates, no matter rain, sun, shine, or crime, or whatever you want to do. We're gonna have daily updates. So yeah, so today's episode was brought to you by the fine folks at Valleyfield Mitsubishi, who are still working on the PlaneSavers mobile. But I'm going to be very sad to let this hybrid thing go, because it actually is pretty cool. Yeah, so thank you guys. Thank you for everybody for joining in. Like, comment, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. Bobby will do his best to answer all your questions in the comments. And yeah, we'll be seeing you in the next one. Have fun, be safe, and anywhere in the world you are, I hope you're warm. Bye.